1. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's Ducksoup Gaming League match. Tonight we are going to be on CP Gorge. Of course, it is attack and defend. Let's get the show on the road, I suppose, as it's going to be time for match number 1 between Splaktacular Splaking Spree and the other team, the BP team.
British Ptrolleum.
British Ptrolleum.
But you had a piece of paper in front of you.
You know, to be fair, their name is directly next to me, but for a few moments I did look at it and I just kind of thought, wait, I'm trying to remember this, I'm trying, and it's like, nope.
Alright, I'm not going to go with rosters just because it is attack defense map. We're probably going to see a lot of off-classing. But the people who are playing on BB side, we've got Zambler, Kilndetter, Ptrol, Grizz, Frostypaw, and Binosync. Over on Splaktacular Splaking Spree, we got Rayoden, Quality, Leviderp, Brotano, Nut Column, and Splak. Okay. I'm going to say I wasn't going to go over the rosters, but I'm pretty sure Splak's going to play Sniper pretty much all game.
Well, he is practicing Scout right now, so that'd be a good thing to see from him. We do have the match beginning in 15 seconds.
Okay, so which team is attacked first? It looks like it's going to be...
Might be BP.
Well, there you go.
5 seconds, and we are live, and it will indeed be BP. Stopwatch has appeared. 1 minute for the...
Immediately he switches over to Sniper. Knew it.
Yeah, but indeed. I suppose that was almost a bit of deception.
No demo on.
Oh, that's gonna be an interesting duel. The question being here is,
they're gonna double snipe.
This is a good question. Bino's just went Sniper as well. Are they being serious or is this troll? No, okay, Bino's just trolling. And
no,
now
we
they've
did
got a
double
spy.
snipe last year. If you remember, Hoodrich and Cat, I think,
I'm trying not
sniper
to.
on this map. And it worked exceptionally
Double
well.
spy, double snipes. I want to see this happen. Somebody make it happen, please. Just for the opening come out thing.
Well, to be fair, we do have a week to influence one of these teams to go and do that, so we'll expect a double spy, double snipe.
Alright, double snipes going right now. Zam and Kilndetter. Killam is probably just showboating here. He probably might switch class just to give the fake intel on where the sniper is at. I mean, they have a lot of time to like mess around here. No, he's going to switch back to Scout.
Yeah, with these two snipers, I'm kind of interested to see, like, is Zambler going to focus on counter-sniping moreover, or is he going to focus on just taking out
Looks like he wanted to get the demo first, though, but no go there. But he does see Splak, and he does take him out, and now he switches right for the demo. They knew that Splak was going to be sniped. They wanted to kill him and then just pop right out. He's a demo right now. They've got the Uber, and oh! Night Column drops craters from an air sticky from Zambler. That's huge. Doesn't even get a chance to pop.
I mean, this is only the opening gambit. They still have the first area, and they do have an engineer set up in their pathway. So this could be an interesting first point. Essentially going to go down almost immediately because Quality ran out of metal, the doom of all engineers. And it looks
Big
like
jump in here from Zambler. I think he's going to go after Quality. Does take him out. And the medic is already back, though. It looks like the teleporter is underneath the bridge.
Cool. Yeah, let's see how
Black's
long...
already back.
Blue team is just kind of gathering up to some forces here before they push on the point, but a demo wing is going to come forward. That will be right.
Oh, Spike gets revenge on Zambler. Nice pea bottle air snipe.
The medic will spot it though, so that teleporter can't be online for long. The medic saw it. Medic, please do something about the teleporter. Thank you. Okay,
there it
the
is.
Teleporter will go down. Looks like blue team is going to hop onto the point now. Leading the charge is going to be that blue team soldier whose name is not appearing. Thank you. And he's going to get horribly blown up by Brotano immediately. We're back to the horribly killed streak here.
Yeah, the thing about this map is the point caps
Scout
incredibly
behind on the sniper, and he does get a kill on Rayoden, and he's going to pester on the final point actually. ×2 cap still on there. It is just a scout, and looks like the demo wants to push upstairs along with the soldiers.
Oh, they might have made a bit of a mistake here. Blue team went around the side here. They got a little bit over ambitious from the point here, and Red does have an opportunity, but they're not going to go for it. So it looks like Blue team will be easily able to re-secure, or just secure, I suppose.
Uber just got right now, and it looks like they're going to pop it. Nope, they don't even need it to get rid of the sentry, but now they're going to pop it in the lobby area as everybody and their dogs are there. Zambler's going to sticky jump upstairs. Grizz is going to back up, but already there's a lot of pressure here. Uber's popped in defense on the main point.
Yeah, Botano and Knuckholm trying to make some work happen here. Blue team just skirting around the top edge there. It's up to this Uber soldier now. He's pretty much the last remaining red team
Keyboard
player
goes
here.
down. Splack is just air-shotting as much as can. Got the Bushwhacker out, gets taken out, and looks like they're going to grab a really fast cap here.
Nope, Scout's able to get on it. Can the Scout
Nope.
down it? Now the demo joins
wow.
it, and that will be a very close denial there before the players
Full
will go
team
down.
wipe. Good defense the last second
Pretty
here.
much.
There's still a scout
Scout.
available. He's going to jump on the demo.
And he will not be able to get at those stickies will go off, and that was a very close defense there, and it was possible because that soldier stayed there and died for his team. If he had died just a few moments earlier, that point would have been captured, and it would have been the end of the round.
Rather than switching over to demo, that's not one of his top 3 preferred classes. He usually plays Scout Pyro heavy.
Nice shot from Splack, able to take out, kill him deader, and we're back to this interesting situation where it's the push on the final point here.
Ptrolleum trying
yes,
to get
the
on
final.
top of him to the balcony, but he misses his first jump and doesn't have the buff to make it up
Zambler's
again.
on snipes here.
Either way, Nutcomp does have a 55% advantage.
Do the thing where you shoot him in the head, Zams.
Do the thing where you snipe things, because I suppose that's what you're supposed to do. So I suppose the snipers, both of them are kind of focusing more on just killing players and then actually killing the sniper on the opposite
Quality
side of things when they
decides
see
that
them.
he doesn't like playing engineer anymore, and he's playing heavy, which is kind of like a mobile sentry.
I think
Yeah, if
that's
he's
a very
playing
good
brass,
call
he's-
by him, though.
Yeah, just
The
because
rest-
Zambler has been able to edge his sentry every single time.
Yeah, the thing about it, sentries, I mean, it is a 6th league. Sentries are essentially useless unless you have a whole ton of team support there.
Plus, there's no Wrangler in this league, or
Oh,
any
really?
other of those guns that make it easy.
No, so yeah, sentries are essentially a full-on team support objective. If you can have your team support it in an extremely well-done manner, that sentry's going to be a rock.
Well, the thing
to
is
anchor
that in
around.
attack defense, everyone's going to be around the same area, so it is going to be that kind of situation where the team naturally defends it. Peabody going down, Zambler just jumped down there trying to get something happening. I think he was looking for a sentry, maybe.
He did force the
one of the
Uber, though.
problems, yeah, one of the problems with this map specifically, though, is
Yeah, Uber
especially with engineers.
was popped on D, and now they're going to pop Uber coming on in, attacking to chase down the medic. Did get the kill. No,
Yeah,
actually,
Uber's on
Nutcholm
the
gets
point.
out of there alive.
Splash trying to save it here.
Peabody
Point
comes
is
down,
being
Rowden
captured,
trying to
single
clutch it
demo.
again.
Plenty of players, and it looks like that is going to be that as we just run out of team members for Red, and they will fully go down with a full team wipe there for Splack's team.
4:45, a very good time, but you know,
It's attack and defense. It can
Splaktacular
happen either way.
Splaking Spree can't help but think, or sorry, British Ptrolleum can't help but think that it could have been like 2 minutes.
Mission begins in 60 seconds.
Yeah, the thing is these points can capture really quickly and then they can capture really slowly as well. It really depends on how the teams adapt to the situation. And that's what we were talking about before round, where off-classing is going to be big here. We've seen a bunch of it already. And really the drop of the engineer there, I don't think that doomed them in any bit. The engineer, sometimes they can be the rock and sometimes they'll fail miserably, and it's more often than not in 6s that they'll fail miserably.
Killam can't seem to decide where he wants to put his stuff. He ended up putting his teleporter in a weird spot in my mind.
Mission begins in
Oops.
The
Phone
most
call.
important thing on this map, though, is the teleporter. Like, that's why
Yes.
you run an engineer, because it's a long way from last to first.
The teleporter, I mean, I agree with you there. The teleporter is the most important thing ever on Earth in TF2. Your sentry is null compared to your teleporter. I mean, I remember some spy gameplay I saw a while ago where the objective of this spy clan was just kill teleporter. That was his entire objective in life, was to kill the teleporter. You know why? Because that teleporter can doom you, screw you over, or do many, many things you don't want it to do. So teleporters are your #1 objective usually.
Fritz comes in here
If you're an
from
engineer, hey,
Right
same
off
deal.
the bat on the left side.
I suppose that we've lost. Either way, yeah, Crits does down on the demo, and we do see
0 kills.
We do see Splack just trying to poke their head around that doorway, and it will not happen. It achieved what it needed to do, though. That Crits pushed Splack's team back into their spawn for the time being. And every moment that's wasted in their spawn is another moment that BP has just to claim the field.
Well, they have a 100% advantage, though. They should just be pushing in. They have the opportunity to be invulnerable, and the other team doesn't.
Yeah, that'll give them an opportunity to take down that sentry as well.
One of the things about it, though, is if you push too aggressively and your team pushes out with you, the other team has time and the availability to punish you for pushing out with your full team. If you push out with only the Uber, then it won't be supported, and it'll just fail miserably anyway. And there will be that Uber demo, comes right out, sentry does go down almost immediately. You're breathing into your mic quite heavily.
Sorry, Grizz's crit screen is about to go again.
Nutcomb does get taken down, Ryo's not far behind, and this is kind of what I was talking about. They committed to a full team push here, and VP's going to punish them a little bit.
Well, crits just popped way back inside the boiler room, and it doesn't look like they got much out of it except for one scout kill. Rotano's already pushing right in.
It's not exactly a bad situation for BP, though. They've claimed control of the point, they've secured their hold over it for the time being, and that's what they needed to have happen. They've only lost the staging round, and to lose the point itself, that's what happened last round, is they just got overrun. And the simple answer is they have fortified this point, that's what they need to do.
Well, Splack's team is not really being as aggressive as they should be. They have a huge spawn advantage pushing into this point, and they're not really taking advantage of it.
Teleporter is online, though, and it's still just sitting in that corner in broad daylight. I'm surprised no members have seen that yet, actually.
I think that's normally most routes don't go that direction. Oops, Sticky's underneath Brotano. Does pop underneath him. His medic's still alive, though.
And the engineer did just change class, so we did just lose that teleporter completely anyway.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't even matter.
Red's still doing have a very strong presence here. The medic has already backed up. Uber is popped right here. Brotano doesn't have any ammo left in his rocket launcher. He's going to be trying to do some shots. And he got one kill, maybe? No, that was actually Levy Derp. Never mind, no kills out of that
And the medic
Uber.
does get taken down. Only Ptrolleum himself goes down. Nut Column, Scout down for Splack's team here. They're just making desperate runs to the point here. It's not working out for them. BP is punishing them every inch they take, taking players' lives left and right currently.
Yeah, scouts are jumping all over the place and seems to be impossible to hit by anybody.
It seems like right now that Splack's team is just focusing too much on the point and not enough on the players surrounding it. They're not focusing on taking control of the area, they're focusing more on just getting on the point. That's not going to win you that first point at all because BP has so many routes into it, even without an engineer.
Red has backed out, though. Giving the point up.
Well, I think they want to set up near further back end. They already delayed as much as they could at this point here. Anything else might give up a quick cap on the second point.
To be fair, that's exactly what happened last round, is the first point got overran very quickly, and then Splack's team tried to back off, and it just didn't work out for them. And this
Grizz is ready again for
Grizz got it a second too late, though. He was hoping they could block the point with it, but they just didn't get it.
They're going to pop it here, though, and one's down. Here comes more stickies. Oh, got separated by Grizz. Yeah. Grizz dies to his stickies.
Mission ends in 60 seconds.
To be fair, though, it was a very intelligent play by BP to back off that point. They had delayed as long as they could, and securing the ground behind the point is a little bit more important, especially at the stopwatch, than actually holding the point. Especially, I mean, basically they're gambling that they can hold that second point for the minute 30 that they needed to hold it, and now we're at 40 seconds
Levy Derp has managed to sneak behind, but there is a sentry there. He's going to try to get it to kill the engineer, but nope.
Ryoden is here, though, so Ryoden could screw this entire sentry defense over. Scout trying to save that sentry. Medic connects with Ryoden, and now it's up to the defense they can put on this point with only 25 seconds left and no overtime.
Sentry got moved over away from that sticky, and
but now the killer already sees it.
Ryoden does take him out, and the red medic as well. Another sentry going up, and it is building. No one is paying attention to it, as a lot of red people are killing the Blues.
Almost a full team wipe. Only medic is alive, and I think we can safely say that is GG with 5 seconds. No teleporter, no ability to get to the point. I think that, well, that's match 1 for you. Basically just BP running away with it.
The team that attacked first won. Woo.
Yeah. And now I'm pretty sure that's going to be 2-0 for BP. Alright, yeah.
Of course, we are now into halftime. I gotta say, overall, I think one of the problems that Splack's team is having, especially on defense, is they don't know when to get off that area and just back up in order to secure their hold on the area behind it. They keep trying to hold on as long as they can. It doesn't work out for them in the end.
They also didn't run Sniper on offense.
Sniper on offense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I were them, I would have.
Definitely. I think the main thing is that the scouts on BP's side are focusing down Splack really hard and focusing their demo really hard as well. And then they're jumping around like crazy, avoiding the soldiers and just getting them to waste their ammo, and the soldiers can't touch them.
Offense is just picks, though. All you need to do is kill people. It's one big deathmatch, and if you can't kill people, then you're not going to win.
On defense, though, I have to admit that I feel BP definitely has this idea of backing up when they know it's time. They backed up right off that first point intelligently. They backed up off the opening staging area very well. They were able to secure that first point and then just back right off it when it was time to get off it. And I think BP's got that idea down packed. And the problem with Splack's team right now is even on offense, they don't have that idea down. Especially on I'd actually hate to say it, but on offense especially, Splak's team was definitely focusing on that first point instead of the players around it. And as you said, offense is all about the picks here, and if you're not getting the picks and you're focusing on the points, well, it's not going to work out for you, frankly. 90 seconds now until we start into the second half, and my prediction still goes to BP here. If your prediction's even slightly changed, Scary?
I still predict that the team that goes first would probably win. 2/3 of the time this week.
I'm changing mine to 2-0 BP.
Yeah, I was asking you more of a which team do you think is going to win, not which overall questions.
I think BP probably gonna have a time here. They seems like I know Splak still has tricks up his sleeve, but I think BP is not going to be surprised by any of it, and seems they have a really strong mind to shut down any shenanigans.
Yeah, we already saw that sniper come out in the opening gambits, and BP dealt with that pretty well. We haven't really seen any tricks that I know of from Splak's team yet. Splak did say they had some tricks up their sleeves.
I'm pretty sure the tricks involve switching between different sniper rifles, maybe? I got the Huntsman, I got the
different
Machina.
skins. No, he doesn't have the Machina.
Oh, is Machina banned?
Yep, Machina is indeed banned.
Solid.
I wouldn't doubt the Huntsman's banned too, actually.
No, never ban the Huntsman. Kidding me? This is my college's server. Come on.
Either way, 5 seconds, folks. Let's see how this is going to go, as it is time for another round of BP defense and Splaktacular Splaking Spree's offensive cycle. Let's see if they can pick it up this time. They had a little bit of a halftime there to discuss with themselves. Hey, let's fix this.
Alright, Zampler's rolling out as sniper, and it looks like Splak's going to stay scout on offense here, but quality is going to be on heavy.
That's kind of an interesting one. This map on offense does move slower than other maps, so having a heavy would probably work pretty well, because he'd move at the same pace as the front line.
But look at this, they're running no engineer on D this time around. Sampler's revealing himself as a sniper right off the gate.
To be fair, I don't think that's exactly a bad idea. The engineer, I mean, the teleporters, I said, you really need that teleporter, but if the team is strong enough that they can hold together and they know how to back up without losing players, they might be able to pull that off quite successfully. Because, I mean, when you have the engineer, you're basically losing a player on the front line, so when you don't have that engineer, you get yet another player to kill the enemy team with.
Mission begins in 10 seconds.
I don't know. Let's see if BP can make it happen.
5, 4,
Splak is running sniper this time.
2, 1.
Oh, he's
Yep,
just switched
he
over.
likes his sniper. Splak sees the scout right out the door, and it looks like Splak's just going to be
They're
denied
waiting for a
completely on
visual
that left-hand
before they
side.
pop the crits here. Looks like it's going to be on Kill'em. Trying to see if they can see anybody, but just the threat of the crits alone is keeping Splaktacular Splaking Spree pinned. Looks like Kill'em's just going to move forward right into the spawn. They're going to pop it right here, yes? No, actually got separated there.
Grizz is still alive, though, and he's able to reconnect. And scouts, while they're still trying to harass, aren't able to take down Grizz.
But the surprise is gone, and everybody's already gone and away. They left the area.
But either way, the actual thing that happened was Splak's left side was completely denied too, and by that I mean the blue left side was completely denied. They had that locked down by Scout and Soldier, and that worked out really well for BP. They were really able to control that forward area quite successfully for a good amount of time, and now it's all about backing up off that frontal area towards the point itself. And so far, that's obviously not actually working out so well.
Medical's down on defense here, and only 2 soldiers left. They're not going to be able to contest this very well with this heavy coming right onto the point. ×7 on the cap right now, and just only some spam coming on from Ptrolleum. He's going to be able to splash a couple of people, but not call him with full charge. The best thing they can hold right now is to try to force an Uber.
They might be overextending here badly.
A little bit, but
they're still on the
pretty
point,
lit.
though.
You guys
They're
want to listen
there.
and see what's happening?
Sure.
Time has been added.
Oh boy.
You just want to use technology.
He wants technology. He loves technology.
Dude, suck that medic up. He's funny.
Where's he going?
Running into. Oh, fuck that soldier up, please.
Oh,
You didn't dead.
Medic's fuck out.
That's the pipe. 6 pipes. Oh, killing this pipe in the world.
Just as we see things fall apart for them too. That's terrible.
Probably at point right now.
Fox team, he's back.
Demo's 1 health and he's coming up above.
On the health kit.
I'd say that was well timed.
Alright, so yeah, all I gotta say to this is fuck this, fuck that, fuck everything. That's what that was about.
Zambler slightly calling out kill him there.
What did he say?
I think it was like, fuck that soldier up, no, fuck that demo up, no, fuck this, no, fuck that, and he was just fuck everything right there. Team communications at its best right there, folks. When in doubt, throw expletives into it and see if it motivates your team.
Oh, Crits Creek Pog right here is going to be huge. Takes out the
Now
heavy medic combo with just one sticky. Jesus.
Yeah, Nutcom getting horribly, horribly murdered there.
Bunch of people going down here, and they actually push right into the blue respawn.
Yeah, that was
just going to
actually
be dancing
a
over
very,
people's heads.
that was a very well-timed push there by BP, or more quickly, just a really, very well-timed denial there by BP.
Yeah, but
They
I can't
had
help
lost
that they're
that
pushed a
first
little
point
bit too
very
forward.
quickly.
They still don't really have an engineer back at home base with a sentry. Anybody can sneak behind them, and they're way forward right now. But they do have eyes on most routes.
Yeah, if they can control the routes and control the area they're in, they should be fine. They're not losing players at too bad of a rate right now. And really, if they can push back against Splack team right now, they're buying themselves more and more time on that stopwatch, and that's all they really are looking for right now.
Yeah, they just want to make it easier for themselves.
This Flex team just needs to focus on getting an Uber and getting a full team wipe on the other team with it.
Crits Creek pops again, here it goes, and takes out the medic yet again with this Crits Creek. Yeah, I think the medic really needs to just stay back, maybe stay at spawn even, if that's necessary.
Yeah,
This is almost, I mean, this is almost a bit of
Grizz
overextension
just
by
get singled out here by a scout. Oh, but a soldier comes and helps him out.
Yeah, Ptrolleum says nope. I mean,
And
this
a
is
lull.
one of those. Yeah, this is one of those shifting battle line issues where one team will go one direction, hey, the other team goes the other direction and flanks both teams because why not?
And not calling back again.
That golem's just coming out way too forward. I don't think he should be even coming out of spawn at this point if they want to try to get something going on.
Not column. Stop dying. Grizz might actually go down. Nope. Legend of Levy, they're going to get denied by BinoSync there, so not an issue whatsoever. They bought themselves already like 3 minutes of time on this second point, so we're almost back up to that 5-minute mark, and BP's already proven they don't even need 5 minutes to make this happen if they can do it right.
Yeah, Splack's team just keeps running in as individuals right now, and they're getting picked off individually, which is not good. And crits.
Oh, Crit's coming. They're going to try to
Scout
chase down the
able to
medic.
Get away from that. Oh, Nutcom goes down again,
Yep.
man. There's actually a
Kill him with
domination
that.
on him now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, 3 crits in a row, 3 kills on the medic in a row. And Killam's going to sticky off this respawn door as well for good measure. Oh, Grizz finally goes down. Splack decides to take revenge there. Does get Nutcom a chance to get some charge up, and he's going to jump back down again. And they're going to push just in front of the first point.
Yeah, Rotano went out and flanked all the way to that second point. He's going to get taken out by Killam Deader. That was one of the first times Gristal went down, but is it enough to reclaim this loss that Splack is having right now? I mean, as we already pointed out, BP's not even running an engineer, and this is working out really well for them. They don't even need a rock. They're just out there killing
Well, they're
enough
focusing
players.
mostly on just good communication. Anybody who slips past them, they call them out, and then the teams, anybody who's nearby the other doors will go back and respond.
Nut does have a huge Uber advantage, though, so if they play it right, they should be able to get some points.
But watch those scouts. They're going to be sneaking around everywhere.
Yeah, if they can even force the Uber, it'll buy them enough mobility here that they wouldn't have an issue, but it looks like they're not going to be able to force the Uber.
Uber
Nope,
is
Uber
ready.
is
It
not
looks like they're going to
forced.
drop it on the heavy. Nope!
Oh! No! That was
Well, they drop it.
Oh.
Just not on the heavy.
Wow.
Wow.
That was a brutal
good
death.
focusing, bad timing, good timing on one side. Grizz goes down to a direct pill and snuffs that crit before he even gets started. It looks like, wow, time is ticking away. There's still a lot of time left for blue team to try to take the point, but I think they know in their hearts of hearts that they're going to have a really hard defense waiting for them.
Oh yeah, it's been over like 5 minutes on this second point alone, so we're almost up to like the 7-minute stopwatch time. And the last one was 5 minutes, and BP already had 9
Round is
minutes.
sitting on heavy, and it looks like
They
they want
go
to push
force,
out
though,
again.
is,
Their crits and Uber is going to be available roughly at the same time, although Nutcom's not really building fiercely at all.
He's just pocketing the heavy and demo right now.
But they're going to walk
Heavy is-
onto the point right now. Splack finally switched over to snipes on offense.
And BP's actually lacking defense on this point.
Yeah.
It's going to be a hard
It's
defense.
the
for
lack of
Soldier
that
trying to make
sentry.
it happen,
Uber's
but
popped
Uber is
now on the
popped.
point.
And a full team wipe there will almost guarantee that this point is going to go.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. It could have been much worse. 7 minutes is a fair time. We're probably going to be seeing something around the 7 to 9 minute mark on the other side, or in other games rather, coming up.
Oh lordy.
Want to listen in on what they're planning here with their multiple snipers?
Sure.
You're having too much fun with this.
Dude, it's awesome.
Oh, nobody calls it that.
Well, hell yeah, people do. I'm pretty sure scouts call it that. Although, ironically.
Hey guys, put on your paint.
No.
And strat.
Strats.
Those strats, man. Put on the pain
What?
train strategy.
Oh yeah.
We got it. Paint here. Bros. Right here.
Begins in 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It's
I want to see Frosty
Good
Paw play
advanced
spy.
level
Frosty
things
Paw
going
is
on.
going to be a darn good spy. I think they're expecting the engineer, so that he's going to be on that and on the medic, no doubt, right afterwards. Maybe even on Splak. He's got a lot of targets.
Yep, Frosty Paw's going to have an interesting
Mission
game
begins
here.
in 10 seconds.
And if Quality has gotten up that teleporter, that should be his #1 priority.
4.
Oh, Quality might not have put up a teleporter. Okay, then.
Really?
I don't see one. Yeah, I'm going to take a moment, fly all the way back to the spawn.
That's
to
what
see
I'm
if he
doing
built
right
a
now. Don't worry
teleporter.
about it. I'm on it.
He did
He
put
built
an
an
entrance.
entrance. Yeah.
But it's not, no
Looks
exit
like Frosty
yet,
Paw's
so.
going to go for the demo. Nope, sniper first. Oh, but Splak does see him. They're going to tangle. They're going to wrestle.
Oh, Nuckham almost forced Uber there, so Nuckham is going to go right against them, and it's Uber v Uber here. And BP
No,
just
Blue
gets
didn't
right
even
back
pop.
up into their spawn. That was very well played by BP. Hey, you have an Uber, so what? We're just going to go this way, and you have no choice about it. Nuckham does go down, Ryot goes down, Killam does go down as well to Splak, though, so kind of an even exchange there, but the medic's still online for BP, so they have a free ability to push, but they're losing players left and right, and Frosty Paw does get taken out, but the engineer went down on that sentry, so that's going to be highly exposed, and there's still no teleporter.
Quality
Michael,
just handled Frosty Paw as a spy on the sentry with some help, but then the Uber comes on in and takes that out. Zambler is still in snipes, puts one shot on the demo.
And this is where this is where Splak's going to fall apart here. They gave up the forward staging. Are they going to give up, are they going to give up the point as well? Nuckham has been forced back. He's not in the red yet, but he's taking a bit of damage. And it looks like we are going to see Splak just give up this first point almost immediately. So this is essentially freedom for BP here.
Well, I think they might send some
might push
splash
back in.
out, but they don't have anything to really force the issue. Like, because they're running Uber, there's no way they can get easy kills with just like, hey, surprise, we're here kind of moments.
Well, BP is still playing very intelligently. They're leaving players on the point and then extending enough that they can secure the point itself, so that it's not hard to actually hold it.
Yeah, BP taunting on point, they have nothing else to do. Oh,
Why
it's
not?
going to be a dead Riot then, yeah.
Yeah, 5 minutes for the second capture. Splak has to play this perfectly, and they're down 4
5
players
minutes is
now,
not an
including both their
impossible
scouts.
defense, but there's a, indeed there is a sentry set up, and they see that. Do they
Oh.
have Uber yet? No, they're still 5% away. The soldier jumped down a little bit too soon.
Yeah. Preemptive Uber.
Yeah, the soldier jumped down a
Zambler
little bit too
shoots
soon.
Nutcallum right as he respawns.
There
That's
goes the Uber, though. And the engineer did go down, so that sentry's toast, but now there's no team support here for it. Zambler was the only person here, and he's going to go down to a scout, and we're going to see them try to make the best out of this. Demo's going after the medic.
Ooh,
Medic goes
Keeper.
down. Soldier beam, scout, and it looks like that soldier's going to go down for the scout. Heavy activity
Heavy is
for
back.
the point there. Quality coming out there, and Quality's just going to sit his fat ass on the point and say, nope.
Splat's going to try to lay some body shots on people coming on in. Well, he's going to try the headshots, of course, but...
Yeah, soldier scout coming on in. Quality does go down, reinforcing the soldier medic coming on in. Scout and soldier v soldier.
Oh.
Medic goes for the demo instead. Sniper comes on in. Soldier goes down. Scout goes down. Now the sniper's going to back off. He has no chance of going for this.
One demo left on the point. Binalsing's going to do it. No, actually, there's too many people
Nope,
there.
Binal's gonna get
Doesn't
forced
land
right
a
back out of
direct
Scout.
rocket onto Brutano and take him out before he gets shot down.
Either way, Killam Deader now pushing in with medic. Scout still there. Ryan gets taken down by Killam Deader. Sticky. It looks like Levy Deer's going to be able to get out of there. Either
Spike
way,
gets
that heavy trying to
revenge
make things
on
work.
Zambler with that snipe there.
Either way, yeah, Zambler does get taken down. The point is degrading quickly in favor of Splak's team with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining on the clock. BP might almost be better off just getting ready for another push, and it looks like that's what they're going to do because Grizz is at 95%. Quality's going to
Getting bounced a bit, forced Uber in the balcony.
Demo does push forward. Does he have any reinforcements? Yes, he does. Ptrolleum will push forward as well. Binosync comes forward, and Zambler is here too. Can Quality get taken out? It is all depending on Quality going down here. Quality does go down. Levyderp trying to make something work here. Soldier v Levyderp, but Levyderp's able to go down as well.
Bro, Channel just respawned. Not Column is still there, but that is time.
That will indeed be that. BP was just able to dominate those few players that remained and knock them off the point very easily, landing a 2-0 win for BP's team against the Splaktacular Splaking spree on CP Gorge.
All right, welcome guys to the post-game show.
La-di-da.
La-di-da. So Splak.
The .SSs.
Are you here, buddy?
Yeah.
Turnip told us there was rumors that you had some secret strategies or some tricks up your sleeve.
that.
Who said that? Somebody said that.
Someone spreading
Thanks who said
rumors.
that.
What kind of ideas did you guys have coming in terms of defense and offense, things that may or may not be standard?
Yep.
It was just basically just mixing up the loadouts, like scouts and soldiers. Like one of the soldiers would switch to engineer to pop up a sentry or something like that, and one of the scouts, as myself, go to sniper to hold off defense at the second point, because it's very easy to snipe people on that.
Mm-hmm. Did you feel like you guys got a chance to execute those strats?
We did and we didn't. I felt like we could have done a way better job of like pushing in, because we, as you can tell, we had a hard-ass time getting to the point.
Mm-hmm.
On the last point, anyways.
Over on to BP side, who we got? We got Ptrolleum there. What kind of things were you expecting Splaktacular Splaking spree to do, and what were some of the precautions that you guys took early on?
I was absolutely expecting the sniper.
Absolutely expecting it. So you guys were like fiddling around with 2 snipers, sniper spy.
Double spy, double sniper.
How much of that was serious face, and how much of that was kind of like actual idea? Like, how much of that was like ideas you're actually throwing around, and how much of that was just kind of joking around?
It's just kind of half and half. I mean, it started with Zambler just saying, "Hey, I'm gonna snipe," and me saying, "No, you're our demo," and he said, "Nah."
Yeah.
So.
I got a pick, so.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it seemed like it worked out in the end, though.
You kept on catching me off guard. I call it unfair. Unfair.
Well, you're always looking at what's important at the moment, right? Like if there's action on the point, you'll be watching there, and then Zambler comes around the corner and goes, "Hey, free snipe." It was really unfortunate. But you caught him the same way several times as well, where he'll be watching the point or something, and you would just come around the corner and snipe him back. In terms of the Kritzkrieg, how prepared were you guys for that, Splak?
In terms of combating it, well, we knew that they were going to be running crits because we heard it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And to combat it, we were hoping we can just pop off the Uber before or after and take out the medic.
It seems like out of the gate, you guys were very hesitant to come out with the Uber, even though you knew you'd be walking into a crits. Why were you guys waiting inside? What were the ideas that you're looking for there?
Well, I would have to ask my own team that, because I was waiting for them to make a push out so the scouts can come up and flank them, but they were pretty hesitant.
Nobody wants to die first.
Oh,
To be fair,
it's an Uber.
To be fair, BP was doing a very good job of locking down your spawn in that instance.
Any questions you got, Panks?
Of course I do. Over to the BP side of things, I believe that's actually the Ptrolleum who is still here. Ptrolleum, how much did your team practice the rollout on this map?
Oh, years of practice. You see.
Well, I mean, the game's been out for about 6 years, so I would say about 6 years, right?
Exactly. You know, since Gorge was released, we've just been working really hard on making sure we can get to mid as fast as possible.
And thankfully, you managed to draft exactly the team that you practiced with for those past few
Yeah.
years. It was
Yeah,
a relief.
really convenient.
Anyway, secondarily, Ptrolleum, one of the things I noticed throughout it is compared to Splak's team, you were doing a much better job of falling back when you realized that you were no longer able to hold that point. Did you guys actually spend time thinking about that and practicing that before this match?
I think it's mostly just because we've all got really good game sense. Grizztyle's doing a lot of calls, and just I've been keeping an eye on how many players we have alive usually, so we can have a feel of when we should be not there. You know what I mean?
Right. And so there were a few instances where, actually one of the few ones was on the final stretch here, Quality did not put up a teleporter when we were on defense when they were on defense anyway. Was that intentional?
Yes, he totally intended to do that.
All right, I assume that's not intentional then. No comment apparently.
Hmm?
I don't think they really know.
All right, well either way, so continuing on from that, Ptrolleum, how did you feel your communications were for this match?
Well, they're pretty good. We were pretty casual, pretty calm the whole time, but still making pretty decent calls. So, good stuff.
And of course, the finalized question, do you have anything you'd like to say to your opposing team?
Thanks for the game. Thanks for the great game, man.
Alright, so over to the other side of things, Splak's team. How did you feel your communications were, Splak?
It's mediocre. I mean, I would prefer to have Nuclear, because he's always fucking on the microphone. But he wasn't around. He said he would be here, but he wasn't. So I think it's time to harass him.
Ask him about that pizza too while you're at it.
Yeah. That long
Workplace
overdue
harassment. Workplace harassment. Validated TF2, because why the hell not? Either way, so the finalized question, of course, for Splak's team. Do you have anything you'd like to say to your opposing team, British Ptrolleum?
Well, I said I wanted to take out revenge on you guys. We did better than what we did versus who else? Was it the other team?
I believe it was Awful.
Yeah, we did a little better than against you guys in Awful, but you know, maybe the third time's a charm, and we'll just roll your ass with the quick fix.
Well, it's very the season. Like, I mean, I believe all teams are guaranteed to go to the playoffs, correct? Is there anybody going to be left out of the playoffs? The playoffs is just a double elimination bracket, right?
No, I think everybody plays at least one playoff game.
Everybody plays at least one playoff game. So these games essentially don't matter. It's all about gauging how you feel the other teams, and you get to know, how they worked against each other versus yourself.
Yeah, it's like last season on Highlander.
Exactly.
I mean,
well, last season on Highlander was very much like outrunning a bear, right? You don't have to outrun a bear. You just got to outrun your friend. Outrun your friend.
Outrun the heavy.
Outrun the heavy.
Oh, Lord. Try to outrun the scout. I dare you. Either way, do you have any other questions, Mr. Scary Muffin?
I am solid, sir.
Alrighty then, so thank you guys for joining us tonight for the Splaktacular team facing off against British Ptrolleum. Our next match will be, I believe it is actually going to be Team Sports Team. That is week 1, god damn it, that is week 1.
It's,
No, the
tomorrow.
Try-Hardy
It's going to be
boys,
tomorrow.
Yes, it is tomorrow at 8 p.m. The Try-Hardy boys facing off against Attractive with favorable lighting. I hope we can see you then. My name has been Panksters, and my co-host has been Mr. Scary Muffin. Thank you for joining us.
Official debut of the Try-Hardy boys.